Cześć, witajcie ponownie w Dziedzictwie Hogwartu. W poprzednim odcinku wybraliśmy się w podróż do Feldcroft, gdzie mieliśmy się spotkać z Sebastianem. Także porozmawiajmy z nim.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there, Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them, possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us, which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier,
Off on another.
with Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you? Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Ciężko.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
No dobra.
That boy
Porozmawiajmy
will fray my last nerve.
w takim razie z Salomonem.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Na pewno można coś zrobić.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the loyalists' way.
Nie wiem, czemu tak się opiera nadziei.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
No to miłego dnia. Dobra, zobaczmy w takim razie, co tam u Ann.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Ciekawe, co jej dolego.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Sebastian już podjął decyzję.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
Raczej nie damy
I
rady
can
go
only hope
przekonać.
he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Nie wiem, czemu oni są tacy zarozumiali i uważają, że na pewno nie ma lekarstwa. Przecież nie przetestowali wszystkiego. Dobra, list od Sebastiana do jego siostry. Droga Ann, bez ciebie to nie jest ten sam Hogwart. Cóż, Sharp wciąż jest równie okropny. Ale wiesz, co mam na myśli. Mam nadzieję, że czujesz się lepiej, Sebastian. I tutaj jeszcze coś widziałem. Od Ann do Sebastiana. Sebastianie, to mój zestaw do mikstur, nie twój. Nie ruszaj moich rzeczy, Ann. No dobra. To wychodzimy w takim razie stąd.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Nie wiem, no niby trochę przesadził, ale z drugiej strony pewnie chce dla nich jak najlepiej.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
No może zdołamy zobaczyć coś więcej. Może jakieś ślady starożytnej magii?
They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we
No.
expected to dig through this rubble?
Komitet powitalny, dobra, weźmy sobie Descendo, może Incendio i Expelliarmus. Dobra.
One less human to worry about.
Levioso. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Potato.
There's a grapple, you are.
Stupid one. Incendio. Levioso. Descendo. Expelliarmus.
Levioso. Release me. Descendo. You've made your last
Dowódca.
mistake.
No to dawaj.
This is where you will.
Przekonamy się zaraz, kto ginie.
Descendo. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
O kurczę, nie zauważyłem go w ogóle. On się przeteleportował, no właśnie. Ja myślałem, że to jakiś inny, a on się po prostu teleportuje, kurde.
Bits more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Czy wszystko pozbieraliśmy? Tutaj coś jeszcze jest.
Revelio.
Dobra, chyba wszystko.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Co to w ogóle znaczy? Dzieci powinno się widzieć, a nie słyszeć. Dosyć dziwna sytuacja. Pewnie próbowali coś ukryć.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
No dobra, zacznijmy może od tego pieca.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
Okej. Tu jeszcze mam studnię. Ale zakopana. No i gruzowisko. Kto to mógł być?
Revelio.
Tam jest jakieś zejście na dół. Ale jeszcze się rozejrzyjmy, co to tutaj jest. Jakieś bronie.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Ups, niechcący. Okej, no i tutaj znowu wracamy na górę. Jest kilka takich samych posągów,
Revelio.
ale zdaje się, że nie są w żaden sposób magiczne. To też jakiś kill off.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
No jestem za, bo tutaj to raczej nic nie ma. Pytanie, jak tutaj wejść? Niby powinno być jakieś wejście, ale dziwne. Takie gruzowisko. Może od tyłu jest wejście?
Revelio.
O, a to co to jest? Aha, nowe rzeczy do zbadania nam się pojawiły. Dobra, to zacznijmy może od tej
Sebastian.
ławeczki.
I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
No właśnie, widzieliśmy to w jednym ze wspomnień, z myśl od
This
siewni.
well looks familiar. Revelio.
Tam z tego co pamiętam była podobna historia, bo była siostra i brat, ale z kolei brat chyba cierpiał na jakąś chorobę. No dobra, to jest tu nic nie ma. Także zobaczmy jeszcze tutaj, gdzie jest Sebastian.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
No mówiłem,
Only one way
kurczę.
to find out.
Rozwalmy to.
A stairwell.
Revelio.
Łóżko chyba było. No i zejście na dół. Także nie pozostaje nam nic innego. Weźmy sobie Lumosa.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Wpis pamiętnika Izydory Morganach. 1/7. To mój drugi tydzień w obozie. Każdego dnia przybywa więcej osób. Mongolscy lekarze oraz niektórzy nasi uzdrowiciele robią dla nich co mogą. Rozpacz jest wyczuwalna. Ci, którzy przeżyli zarazę, będą już zawsze żyli z ciężarem straty. Gorączka może minąć, skóra może się zrosnąć i zabliźnić, ale niszczycielska gorycz pozostaje. Widziałam mężczyznę przypominającego mego ojca, który stracił dziecko. Nie potrafił sobie z tym poradzić. Chciałabym mu jakoś ulżyć. Zaczynam myśleć, że inni się mylą. Mam możliwość pomóc tym biednym duszom. To takie arbitralne, że nie pomagamy im pozbyć się tej udręki.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I od razu drugi wpis. Przybyłam tu dla nauki, ale chcę pomagać. Ta wewnętrzna sprzeczność jest przytłaczająca. Tak jakby magia chciała uzdrawiać, ale ja jej to uniemożliwiam. Czy powinnam tracić nadzieję? Czy już zawsze będę żałować, że nie zrobiłam więcej? Nie mogę patrzeć im w oczy, wiedząc, że mogłabym zdjąć im ten kamień z serca. Widziałam, jak ten mężczyzna opuszcza dziś obóz. Ten, który przypominał mi ojca. Z pewnością nic wielkiego się nie stanie, jeśli mu pomogę. To przysłuży się moim badaniom, ale jak korzystny skutek uboczny pożytecznego wykorzystania moich umiejętności.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Okej.
Incendio! Lumos!
Zobaczmy, co tutaj dalej się znajduje.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Nie, to nie jest sen.
Revelio!
Dobra, porozmawiamy z Sebastianem.
I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
You said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Zaraz, to jest ta krypta w Hogwarcie? Czy o jakąś inną chodzi?
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Coś mi to mówi. Nie wiem, czy nie mieliśmy jakiegoś drugiego fragmentu przez przypadek. Okej.
Anything helpful in the note?
Nie powiedziałbym.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
No dobra, czyli na razie jesteśmy w martwym punkcie. Myślałem, że gdzieś dalej nas to doprowadzi. A zerknijmy sobie do ekwipunku. Bo ja pamiętam, że mieliśmy gdzieś podobną notatkę. O właśnie, tu... Chociaż, czy ja wiem, czy podobna? To bardziej w mojej pamięci było podobne. Tutaj też nie. Okej. Okej, zerknijmy sobie na nasze zadania. Czyli pojawiły nam się 2 nowe zadania. Zajęcia z astronomii i spotkanie z Nati. To myślę, że możemy od tego zacząć. Zobaczmy, gdzie to będzie na mapie. Tutaj wieży, skrzydła astronomiczne, wieża astronomiczna. Dobra.
Revelio.
Dobrze, poczekajmy na zajęcia. O, tutaj dla odmiany czekaliśmy do wieczoru, co w sumie ma sens. No bo to zajęcia z astronomii. Więc kiedy oglądać gwiazdy, jak nie nocą?
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago
O,
on the very
to będzie to,
selfsame
co
stars
wcześniej
above us.
widzieliśmy. Stół
Is
astronomiczny.
that clear?
Tylko będę się musiał zastanowić, gdzie ja to widziałem.
Dismissed.
Na pewno jedno było w pobliżu tajemnego wejścia do skrzydła.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. We Ravenclaws must stick together.
Oh, hello, Armeet. Nice to see you again.
Did I
Do
hear
skrzydła
Professor
botanicznego.
Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Dobra, dawaj. Dziękuję bardzo.
That's very kind of you, Armeet. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Dobra, w magazynie pod nami.
Put off my stargazing as long as I could. All of good that did.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are beautiful.
Strasznie rozpikselowane te gwiazdy. Nie wiem, czy tak miało być. Dobra. Idziemy po teleskop.
The
Zaraz
perfect
tędy?
night for...
Mówił na dole, ale... Nie. Zaraz, czy ja coś źle usłyszałem? Mówił na dole. A jak tutaj zejść? A, tutaj są schody, dobra.
Revelio. Incendio.
Dobra, jest teleskop.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Powiedzmy. Rzuciło mi się w oczy, że odrzuca pani wróżbiarstwo. Dlaczego?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
A czym są stoły astronomiczne?
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
Dobra, chodźmy porozmawiać z Amitem. Chciał zamienić 2 słowa z nami.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
No siema.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Potrzebujesz pomocy, żeby go znaleźć?
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Dobra, lecimy.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall
Lumos.
ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Wanna w klatce. Ta wanna była trzymana w zamknięciu chyba od zawsze. Plotka głosi, że zamknięto ją... Plotka głosi, że zaklęto ją dekady temu, by ścigała uczniów, którzy owadnięci obsesją nauki kompletnie zapomnieli o higienie osobistej.
Revelio.
Dobra, coś jeszcze tutaj mamy? Dobra, wysadźmy wszystko.
Incendio.
To trzeba będzie chyba odsunąć w takim razie.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No zaraz, a co na tym jest? Takie czarne.
Lumos!
Jakaś płachta. Ale czemu nie mogę tego przesunąć? Kurde, można po prostu rozwalić, a nie można przesunąć? Dobra, lecimy dalej.
Lumos. Incendio. Revelio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders
Lumos.
might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Ale to jest jakiś inny. Wychodzi na to, że jest więcej niż jeden w Hogwarcie. No dobra, zobaczmy jak to działa.
Revelio.
Użyj.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Przybliż, obróć.
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Skoro tak mówisz.
Whatever you say, Amit. Whatever you say.
Oh, you wait. You are going to be quoted saying just that. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Dobra, na razie, Amicie. Odblokowano wyzwanie znajdź stoły astronomiczne. I ja bym się pokusił, skoro już jest noc, znaleźć ten drugi. Popatrz, nawet mi pokazuje, gdzie są na mapie. Ale ja kojarzę jeszcze jeden. Tylko muszę się zastanowić, gdzie to było. Gdzieś chyba tutaj. Czyli to będzie gdzieś tu. Zobaczymy, jak bardzo się pomyliłem. Tutaj. No jest. Dobra.
Knowing the meat, he's likely studied here.
Dobrze pamiętałem. Tak, a tutaj jest to ukryte wejście. Dobra. Feniks. No i pięknie. I tutaj jeszcze widziałem w pobliżu jeden, to możemy go od razu odhaczyć tutaj. Skorpion. Dobra, mam już 24 level. Teraz mi się przypomniało, że na 22 miałem sobie dodać kilka talentów. Zobaczmy sobie na przykład podstawowe. Tak, bo na 22 odblokowaliśmy ten ostatni rząd. I co my tutaj mamy? Perfekcyjne protego wywołuje zadający obrażenia wybuch, który przełamuje tarczę przeciwnika. No to jest fajne. Drętwota zadaje obrażenia bezpośrednio przy trafieniu. Ciekawe ile, ale weźmiemy. Dobra, to jeśli chodzi o podstawowe. Teraz zaklęcia. Mistrzostwo transformacji, ale jeszcze nie znamy transformacji. Bombardy, Descendo. Glacius. Tutaj na razie może nic. Jeśli chodzi o czarną magię, Avada Kedavra jeszcze nie znamy. I właściwie nie mamy żadnych zaklęć, które mogłyby wywoływać klątwę. Tutaj mistrzostwo Petrificus Totalus. Lepsze chowanie się. A w pokoju życzeń. Trafienia jadowitej te na kuli zdają dodatkowe obrażenia i przełamują tarczę. Jeśli dowolne zaklęcie zostanie rzucone w tym czasie, dłuższy czas trwania eliksiru skupienia. Okej. I zwiększa zasięg i obrażenia naparu gazowego. Myślę, że na razie nie będę nic więcej brał, bo tak naprawdę to jeszcze nie jestem pewien. Kolekcje, nie. Weźmy sobie wyzwania. Coś odblokowaliśmy w eksploracji. A, pierwszy stół astronomiczny. Obejrzyj gwiazdozbiory za pomocą 5 różnych stołów. 3 na 5. Szalik rozmarzonego jasnowidza. W nagrodę będzie. Dobra, kolekcja, talenty, inwentarz. Coś nowego w wyposażeniu. Są lepsze pewnie. Jakaś peleryna. Też jest lepsza, dobra. To. I widziałem, że świeciły nam się misje. Co my tutaj mamy? W cieniu rodowodu. Sebastian i Ominis ponoć pokłócili się w wielkiej sali. Lepiej sprawdza, o co chodzi. Okej, to... Tak, i to jeszcze spotkanie z Nati. Ale myślę, że jak już jesteśmy przy wątku Sebastiana, to w następnym odcinku będziemy kontynuowali to zadanie. A na razie dziękuję wam i widzimy się następnym razem. Cześć.